Where revolution meets the streets, social issues, justice. But here we go. Welcome to the man cave. Welcome to the man cave. Yeah. Welcome to the man cave. You're now welcome to the man cave. Welcome to the ghetto where you were welcome to settle. But if freedom's what you want, we gon' turn it up a level. Everybody plays the fool, you should know. Aaron Neville, angels get their wings battling the devil. Welcome to the man cave. They want the truth from us. Don't know what to do.
Hey yo, what up, what up, what up? I'm your man Verb.
Your man Reels.
Welcome to Man Cave with Verb and Reel. Another edition. We actually in the studio.
You dig?
Getting busy.
Yes, sir.
We as we mentioned before, we're gonna be everywhere, like outside, inside, in your town.
We all over.
Another town, we all over. We chop it up quite a bit offline. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the Man Cave, and I don't know. You saw us previously. We did a segment on the N-word, and we never really followed up on it, and we didn't really get to go deep like we wanted to.
Sure.
So we want to take a couple. This is a hot topic between us, so we want to take a couple minutes to talk about it real quick, because it's something that we want to touch on.
Right. And
so
it's something that I feel very passionately about. There goes my blooper. Something I feel very passionately about. I think this is one of the cruxes in the black community that need to be focused on and possibly taken away from, because it's, in my opinion, a thorn that keeps rubbing up against an open wound. We don't know how to relinquish this negative side of us, and we continue on. We just keep on living in this reality or this sub-reality that this is how we need to communicate with one another. I can't say hello to my brother without without calling him a nigga first, and it's supposed to be some type of term of endearment, but in my opinion, it's far from. And if you know anything about algebra, you can't take a negative and make it a positive. So that being said, let's jump right into it.
So, I mean,
should I keep going?
I can. What you want to do? Okay, so.
Right now we got our live audience, on Facebook right now, and we're taping live in the studio. So we're gonna, from time to time, we're gonna take a look at what the viewers is listening to and how they feel about what they're hearing, and maybe they got a comment or they feel a certain way about this particular topic, because it is a very particular and peculiar topic. What I mean by that is, depending on who the person or persons using is or are using the word nigga, it could be either derogatory or some term of endearment. What do you think about that? Verb?
Well, you already know how I feel about it. Like when it comes to the word, we have this debate.
Sure, on regular.
And it's not like I don't see where you're coming from. We had this debate. It's not like I don't see where you're coming from. It just be like, it's one of those things, like, it might be a little bit of not a lost cause. I ain't gonna say it's a lost cause, but I think it's one of those things that is such a complex issue and it's so dynamic. We've had this discussion. It's like one of those things that's like, I can't even really focus on it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I know is in a professional setting, I do what I do. But among some of the homies, it might slip here and there. Not all the time, but it slips here and there. But at the same time, I do see where you're coming from, to where it gets tricky with the dynamics of the word and how we use it when you hear it in music or when you hear it in pop culture. And then you get other people outside of the community feeling comfortable and they use it and you say, whoa. And then people, and then you get an argument of people saying, well, it's just a word, or it's just this, or it's just that. Yeah. They don't understand how complex the word is, right. Or that word. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
No, I do.
And I get what you're saying is you just saying like, just stop it all.
Because if it's just a word,
right?
Okay, let me throw something out here real quick. Okay. If I said, black people, y'all acting very niggardly, what do you think the consensus of the black community would? If a white person said, you black people are very niggardly, what do you think it would be, what do you think the general consensus would be for the black people listening to that?
I mean,
from a white person.
If they don't know the actual word, what niggerly means.
But again,
but because of what it sounds like.
Because of what it sounds like.
Right.
Because,
but the true definition of that word.
Of that particular word has nothing to do with race or anything related to
the other word. What it sound like.
What it sound like. You know what I'm saying? So again, if it's just a word, and we're saying we're not getting caught up on words. Why is it so hard to let that go?
Well, I think it's just because it's conditioning. I think it's like your lexicon, your daily words that you use. You hear in rap music, pop culture. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it slips out without people. I think it's what people without giving it a second thought. You know what I'm saying? Without giving it a second thought, I think if people
because it's culturally.
I'm not going to say it's culturally, but I think the negative connotation and power with the word is not what it once was. I mean, for some people, it's selective. Some people is cool with it. Some people, they totally dislike the word. Okay, so look, the N-word thing, we go back and forth, right?
Word on a regular basis.
So I don't think we're going to come to a... I mean, we don't dislike where we're coming from on the topic, but we always don't see eye to eye. So actually, we brought somebody else in. Got the homie Kendal YB.
Yes, sir.
New artist, dropping some hot shit.
Hot news.
He go chop it up with us on this actual topic because he is an MC. He's an artist. So, how you feel about it, brother?
The N-word.
First off, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah.
We
just speculating the whole situation.
We jumping you right into the. This is what we.
How you feel about it?
You feel me?
Introduce yourself.
I go by Kendal YB. I'm a singer / writer / engineer / producer / just everything. I'm an all-around artist.
Get that. That's what's up.
I've worked with many artists, just to name a range, Ray J. I work with a lot of young talent, Compton, TG, Tab Third.
Okay, word
up.
And the list goes on.
Getting it on and on. Word up.
So I work with a lot of people. I travel back and forth from, out here, LA, all around the valley and stuff. And, that's basically what I do. I got new music on the way. Shout out my boy Scotty P. He couldn't be here. We got a new single / video coming out called About It. Be on the checkout for it. So, yeah.
We'll be looking out for that. And if you give us a chance, the okay, we'd like to feature one of your songs on the Man Cave.
Oh, yes, sir.
That's what happened anyway. I'm pretty sure, yeah. It's probably, that way everybody can tap in and check you out. Okay, now that you introduced yourself.
Now you're part of the fam.
Now, how you feel about it, brother?
Now back up on that subject. I mean, shoot, I'm like a free spirit, free hearted person. So I mean, like, I don't really take that word into it really don't get to me unless somebody's directing it towards me. Like, you feel me, calling me the N-word, then we have a problem. But just regular, we can't stop it. A lot of people say it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to where it's just, that's the popular thing to say nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So it's you know what I'm saying? We
like smoking weed.
Right. We can beat up as many people we want. They ain't gonna stop nothing. You feel me? They ain't gonna stop nothing except for getting us a jail case and all that.
Right.
You know
Word.
You know what I'm saying? But you feel me? You got some people who use it for, you know what I'm saying, how they use it. Some people still use it for bad. You know what I'm saying? Some people just, you know what I'm saying, like us. You know what I'm saying? We just use it because that's us. You know what I'm saying? That's our culture.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
And I really don't like when people are well, black people should have said it then. No. You know what I'm saying? We've been saying this for centuries. What are y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? That's our word. You feel me? Y'all gave us that word and we made it into something, you feel me, that made it, you feel me, culturally, you feel me, diverse.
Speak on it.
You know what I'm saying? Just like they gave us all the soul food, the pig and all that. We made all that sucker. It made it the whoop de wop. You know what I'm saying?
So you said we remixed it on the mic.
Right.
I ain't mad at you.
It's ours now. You can't have it back.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What you think was?
Well, no, and again,
I can feel D over there already.
Like I guess if we had a cartoon, my ears would probably be on fire. You know what I'm saying?
Steam coming out the sides.
And it's I get it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm 49, so I came up using it. It's like you said, it's cultural, and we've been using it for decades. And chances are, it's not gonna leave the black community. It probably will not. But like Michael Jackson said, late great Michael Jackson said, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. You know, I haven't used the word in that sense where I'm, in a crew of my people or anybody else for that matter, that the N word in 7 years. I'm working on 8. You dig? You know, and I'm keeping count because it's for me, it's something that I feel again very passionate about. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that we as a people we can move together if we don't have the understanding or the wherewithal to speak intelligently to one another. If we don't have the ability to speak in terms of true endearment, that word will not help us move any further. That's just for me. I'm not knocking anybody's hustle, anything a black man or a black woman is doing to get paper, I ain't knocking. You know what I'm saying? So if you got to use that word as a part of your get down to get paper, as long as you ain't getting locked up for it, I ain't got no mouse. But for me, if I could get you to just maybe tone it down a bit once, not every other line, you know what I'm saying? Not you per se, I'm saying, but overall, cause in the black community, we teach other nationalities and races to use the word by the way we speak, sing, and rap.
How you feel about that one, before I get in on it? How you feel about other people using it?
I mean, just like I said, you feel me? It's like we didn't made it so popular to where it's just like everybody and their mama's using it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like everybody just feel like it's just a cool word to say. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we really I mean, we didn't use it for it to be, you feel me, for it to go like that, you feel me? We just made something out of nothing, you feel me? And everybody just love black people, you know what I'm saying? They can't help it. Anytime that we do something, everybody else always does it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The way we dress, our swag, just anything. They always do it. So
we're the base. We're the base.
Right. You feel me? Yeah. So it's just like they giving praise to us in some type of way, but it's just like we're not taking it like that because it's just like y'all still don't have no rights because all the stuff that we went through in the past and you know what I'm saying, and our ancestors, you feel me, to get to where we are now. Now all y'all's just watering it down. Everybody, oh yeah, whoop-de-wop, and want to be black.
But I think that's what you're touching on too. I think that's what me and him agree on some things because I look at that like Paul Mooney said on Dave Chappelle, everybody want to be a nigga, but everybody don't want to be a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? To the time to do nigga stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I'm burning D's era up, but
it's all great.
for teaching purposes,
it's
right?
all great.
But at the same time, this is where the issue comes for me. Like, I normally don't even really trip. It's just the fact that it's that taboo factor. Like, I want every part of black folks. Like, I want every party. I want to be like so down. Like, if there's a group of people talking, right? And I'm not even part of that group. I can let y'all have a conversation. I come in there and don't be seen or heard. Don't say shit. I just be looking like, oh man, y'all talking about Chinese stuff? I'm cool with that. Y'all talking about some stuff from Mexico? Oh, cool. I don't know nothing about that. But if you want me to chime in, I will. But it's weird though, because when it comes to black folks, everybody feel like they got that automatic pass to chime in. And you be able to tell some of the homies that, like, hold up, like, you're not the subject matter expert on this one. Like, well, why can't I talk about that? And then, so sometimes people get too comfortable. But at the same time, I get what you said. This is where we see eye to eye on that. I'll be like, yeah, there's other stuff going on. The fact that somebody say nigga ain't really bother me like that. But I do get where you be coming from. Like, but you can still, but for me, it's like you can still be an educated cat. And when you with your people, you let your guard down and you just be like, I might be a doctor or something. But then when I get with my people, my whole vernacular is gonna change. That's just natural.
Sure.
You're speaking with a dialect, you're speaking with a twang. Like, it's no different than Jamaicans with patois. Or you got somebody who speaks Creole or something like that. You gonna switch it up.
Right.
You can say, when you can't switch it up, that's when you start looking a little phony, a little uppity. You come around here, it's like, and you always on that. You can't take it off.
That stuffed shirt.
Stuffed shirt.
Right.
But you be on his head too, though, right, D? Like,
indeed.
He coming around here saying,
who sent you, man?
Like Carlton or Braxton P.
Right.
Hardenberg or something.
Who's this
like,
cat?
You know? So it's a tricky thing. But at the same time, I always think, like, for black folks, like, we always looked at through a critical lens. And sometimes even from the inside, we look at each other with a critical lens. It's like, well, but did you catch what the brother was saying? Like, nah, I couldn't get past the fact that he said this, that, or this. It's like,
wait a minute.
It's like we always got to be aware of every single word that we use. Everything we do, we always on check. Like, so it's cool to hear from your perspective. You young, I'm sure, I don't know how old you are, but you obviously probably younger than both of us. He's older than me, as you could tell. You know what I'm saying? So
as you can tell,
I mean, as you can tell, I ain't saying you. I mean, I'm an old head, but you an OG. Like you my old
triple
head.
Triple OG.
Now we ain't calling you old, but like I think we both. I'm at that point too where
Got you.
my ankles hurt right now. You know what I'm saying? It's cold out. You know what I'm saying? Like
My son's like, "Come on, daddy." I'm like,
yeah, we both look at each other like, oh man, we gotta keep walking this boulevard.
right. Anyway, moving
Oh,
forward.
you a father too? You got kids?
Word?
Oh, he's still young, but I'm saying he's still a young cat. But you, yeah, you still a father though.
Yeah, I have 2 boys and a daughter.
Indeed.
How old?
My sons are 6 months and my daughter is 6.
Okay, talk about
You
what?
got twins.
Yeah.
Word up. Congratulations, bro.
Wait, you got twins?
Yeah.
Oh, brother, you in trouble.
How's it feel being a daddy?
Oh man, it feels wonderful.
How's it feel when it comes to the music and stuff though too? When it comes to being a father, like that balancing that dilemma, like doing your grind, because it take a lot of work, and it might take a lot from being away from your kids and trying to do your thing. Like how you trying to balance that? How does that feel?
It be hard sometimes, but I always make time for my children.
That's word.
Regardless
That's word.
of anything. And like my daughter is just like me, singing and everything. So
She's the oldest, huh?
She gonna follow my footsteps. I feel like my boy's gonna do the same thing.
Yeah,
Right on.
Trying to
Right on.
make that.
Can we ask how old you are?
29.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Right on.
Yeah, so that's good. You trying to lay that foundation for your babies. You know what I'm saying?
It's beautiful.
And we was talking about that earlier when we was talking about finances and generational wealth.
Generational
and it's
wealth.
good you on your grind and
Yes,
still
sir.
keeping, making sure your kids is a part of that. Because I think it's hard to balance being, especially in the way the world is set up in this economy. You know, you got goals and aspirations and things, and it's good that you still grinding and doing your thing. Because a lot of people, they figure like, oh well, I can only do this, or I can only be that. It's like, nah, you can go out there and grind. You can be a parent that go out there and get it in. You know,
Right.
We both got young kids, and we try to get it in where we can. And you got some people that say, you know, like, hey, well, how y'all find time to? You gotta find the time to do it.
Right.
You gotta wake up a little earlier, stay up a little later. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do.
You gotta eat. They have to eat. You gotta take care of them.
Yeah.
You still have to stay down for your grind. 10 toes down.
So we gonna wrap it up with you, but tell us where we can find you at, brother. I'm sure we gonna have it, you know,
Yes, sir.
plastered
Yes, sir.
at the bottom of the screen anyway.
Yes, sir.
But you know, let us know what's up.
Yeah, you can find
send
me
us up.
on Instagram at Kendal YB.
Okay.
Find me on YouTube at the same thing on all platforms. Kendal YB, KENDAL YB.
All right, thank you for rocking with us, man.
Indeed.
Thank you for coming to the man cave.
Thank you,
Yeah,
brother.
you held it down, brother.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Again, we're sitting here with Kendal YB, and we're gonna talk about his music, where it comes from, how he got into the game, why he's in the game, and who's his inspirations. What's your music about, brother?
My music is about everything about life. My music about me, about experiences I've had in life or experience that I've seen in life or heard. It's just a wide range of everything.
Indeed. How long you been doing this?
I've been doing music. I've been actually singing since I was probably like 6 or 7 years old in the choir. And
In the choir?
Yeah.
Okay, you started on the church.
Yeah, I started off in the church as a soprano,
Alright.
then went to alto and then a tenor as my voice went deeper and deeper throughout the years.
Masculine, you know, just got older and older. I got you.
And then from there on, I started doing music like probably like right out of high school, but like not really too on it. I didn't really like start mixing and like doing my own music until like probably like a year or 2 ago.
Right on, right on. So, would you term your music as hip hop or R&B or a little bit of both? Or I'm not sure what the new label is these days.
Yeah.
But what would you term your music as?
My music, I feel like it's everything. Like I don't put myself in just one category. Like
Right on.
I'm a singer first. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the main thing. I'm a singer, but
Right on.
any song that I do rap songs, but I put a little tone to it. You feel me? Any song that I ever do, it has soul in it. You feel me? So I do trap songs, R&B, rap, anything that you can name. I didn't probably did it.
Right on.
You know, and
That's what's up.
they all sound magnificent. You know
Word
what I'm
up.
saying?
Word up. I'm looking forward to hearing some of your stuff. I haven't had a chance to hear you directly, but I'm gonna get that in my hand, get some of your music in my hand,
Yes, sir.
and we're gonna definitely find out what you're talking about.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Again, it's always a pleasure to sit down with some young brothers, young sisters in the game, and I can appreciate what you're out here doing. And so, you have any inspirations for why you got into this particular market? Why'd you want to do music?
I've always loved music all my life. Like my first inspiration was like Michael Jackson. Like,
man.
Yeah, you feel me? I
Man,
feel like that
late
was probably
great
like
Michael
a lot
Jackson.
of people. Yeah, I feel like that was a lot of people's first inspiration. But like once I really found myself and like got into music, I was like Drew Hill. You know what I'm saying? Usher.
All right.
Feel me? Jagged Edge and like.
Yeah.
Marion and like, you know, all the real good greats, you know what I'm saying?
Them boys can sing.
Yeah, you feel me?
These names are some real singers.
Yeah.
That's tight. That's tight. And all them cats are people I listen to. So right on. Right on. I'm an old head.
Yeah.
And you got your DJ up in here. You know what I'm saying?
DJ Smith, man.
How'd you meet 310?
310. I met 310 through a couple of people. Like, we were supposed to meet for years and years ago. So many people was crossing in our pathways, telling us we should link up, we should link up. And so I just hit him up one day, and we started talking and everything. I let him hear some of my music, and from there on, it was just like a bond from there. And like now, it's just, that's my family, you know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Because everything, you know what I'm saying, and helped me meet so many people, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people that I've worked with, you know what I'm saying? Like one of my highlights is Snoop Dogg. You feel me? Shout out to the man for that, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things. I've been to so many different events and stuff, and it's just been wonderful. It's been a wonderful time with 310.
It's a trip because I'm sitting here listening to you talk, but I'm watching your emotion. It's a trip to see that you when you started talking about the brother 310. He's a good family friend of mine, and he does a lot of work with me and what we're doing here at the Man Cave. But watching your emotion with it, I can see that you got a lot of love for that brother. He must have a lot of love for you. That's tight.
Yeah.
That's tight. I was gonna ask you about your DJ. What's your DJ's name?
DJ Smith. My name is DJ Smith, man.
There it is.
My boy.
There it is. And how long y'all been working together?
Man, over 6-7 years. It's been my boy since 4 Flags in the Cadillac.
I ain't mad. You gotta have those.
Yeah, one of the first people to believe in me.
Indeed.
And, you know, we've been through a lot of stuff, and, you know what I'm saying, he helped me to get to so many different shows to help get my name out there. So he helped me a lot.
There's that emotion in here.
Yeah.
I see it. That's a
I've
trip.
been very passionate.
Word. No, I can see you. You don't talk, and I'm not saying you per se, but you don't talk about things and people and situations with that passion unless it's genuine. I can appreciate that. I know it's real. That's tight. And I see your fam up in here, so it's like you ain't moving by yourself. You know, we know our soldiers because the circle is small. Yeah. Not everybody gets the chance to get in there and ride like that. So the fact that I see that emotion when you speak about your man, that tells me a whole lot about the friendship and the love and the familyhood. Moving forward, where can we find you at? Where can we find your music at? You know,
find my music everywhere on all platforms. Kendal YB, Kendal YB. Check me out on Instagram at Kendal YB and on everything. So check me out. Follow me. I follow back.
Indeed.
Feel me? If you want to work, hit me up. I engineer. I do it all.
Word up. That's what's up. Well, it was a pleasure, brother, you coming out and spending this time with us at the Man Cave. I really appreciate you. Yes, sir. We definitely gonna, again, with your permission and your man's permission, we're definitely gonna showcase one of your songs on the Man Cave. Yes, sir. You know, we're trying to give all young, upcoming brothers and sisters their platform right here on the Man Cave. Again, you can find us on YouTube, IG, Facebook, and Twitter, all the platforms like my man. And we're right here, for y'all. Again, this is Kendal YB. He came to hang out at the Man Cave. Shouts out to all the fans. And we love y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Armo made that shit way.
Oh yeah. Kendal YB, Scotty B. Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Girl, you do this shit. I like how you move that big old thing like that. Yeah, it's been legit. And you niggas trying to get at you, his ass gon' be a dead man. You my brother, my boo. I do anything for you. Oh my God, yeah. Girl, you do this shit. I like how you move that big old thing like that. Yeah, it's been legit. And you niggas trying to get at you, his ass gon' be a dead man. You my brother, my boo. I do anything for you. enough for what we do. Baby, it's true, oh, it's true. We only have the best sex. The type of make you kill shit. The type of make you drill shit. The type that you don't fuck with. But I fuck with you, baby. You just drive me, ooh. Baby girl, you so fucking wet. I put it in your chest. Baby girl, you so fucking blessed with that ass on, yeah. Baby girl, you so fucking blessed with that ass on, yeah. Ooh, oh my god, yeah. Girl, you build shit. I like how you move that big old thing, that shit, spin the shit. And you niggas trying to get at you, his ass gon' be a dead man. You my brother, my boo, I'll do anything for you. Ooh, oh my god, yeah. Girl, you build shit. I like how you move that big old thing, that shit, spin the shit. And you niggas trying to get at you, his ass gon' be a dead man. You my brother, my boo, I'll do anything for you. I like how you move that big old thing, that shit, spin the shit. And you niggas trying to get at you, his ass gon' be a dead man. You my brother, my boo, I'll do anything for you.